Did you get ready in the dark or something? 'Cause you look like a beautiful nightmare.
Capricorn, what's up? I'm eating M&Ms. Ugh. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist myself. I bought like these little, the little holiday Christmas baggies. I bought like 5 different types, like peanut butter, crispy, mint or something like that. And I literally just mixed them and dumped them all together in a thing of Tupperware. And this thing was full. It was full. And my little sister like devoured it. Like she ate about 80% of this. But, oh my God. Let me get myself situated. Welcome to my living room floor. This is your 2022. Yup, 2021 is almost over. This is your 2022 Oracle and Tarot reading. The year ahead, 12-month tarot spread, January through December. I got 12 piles over here. We're going to go through this reading month by month. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I've filmed 5 videos already, and it's been really interesting. It's been really interesting and really fun. So I dealt all the cards. I dealt all the cards before I started filming because I just kind of wanted to get that out of the way. I did it face down because I don't want to see what's up ahead. So we're going to do this reading literally month by month. So I'm going to pick up one deck. Every deck is face down. When I dealt the cards out, I dealt them out face down. I used 3 tarot decks, 3 oracle decks. 1 card from the oracle deck is like an advice card. And I'm going to talk about that like at the end of each month. So at the end of each month, I'm going to tell you what the advice card says. Yeah, so I'm going to pick up 1 pile at a time, and we're going to just get into what's going on for that month, okay? And then we're going to do it in order from beginning to end. I didn't want to see what was up ahead. I just want to kind of like be on this journey with you. We're just going to, we're just going to kind of unravel the story as we go. I also have a little bit of wine. So feel free to get comfortable and hang out with me if you want to go get a drink. This wine is actually really good. It's a Chardonnay. My dad got it for me for my birthday. My birthday was December 1st. I'm a Sagittarius baby. And I'm kind of, okay, like Sagittarius season, it's like cool and all, but I don't know, like there's this energy in me that's just like, oh, like I just want like, I don't know, like I want the future to be here. Like I want the future now. Like I don't know, like ever since I started studying astrology like in depth, it's just like I'm always excited to see like what the next big energies, what the next like shift is gonna feel like, what, like I'm always, I don't know if it's my Sagittarius in me, but I just feel like I'm always ready for something like new and exciting and just like, it just like feeds me. It feeds my soul. It feeds my like energy. It feeds my spirit, right? So I don't know, like I'm just always so excited to see like what's going to happen next year. So that's why this whole like 2022 tarot spread has been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. So hopefully you guys stick around and watch it till the end. It's probably going to be about an hour long minimum. Okay, so FYI. But this Chardonnay is pretty good. I cannot for the life of me pronounce it, so sorry. Not going to tell you. But my dad brought it. It's kind of funny because it's like, yeah, he brought it for my birthday, but he always brings me wine. Every single time he comes for a visit, which is like every 3 months, he brings me like 6 bottles of wine. It's really funny. And like my like apartment housewarming gift, whatever, like before I even had like any furniture, he got me a wine refrigerator, like a mini wine refrigerator. I didn't have a couch. I didn't have anything, and he buys me a wine refrigerator. My dad is really funny. And my dad is also a Capricorn. So cheers. My dad's a Capricorn. So cheers to you guys. He's awesome. He's a good man. Works really, really hard. Works hard. Takes care of his family. He's a good man. Okay, Capricorn, let's get into this shit. If my M&M eating bothers you, I don't know what to tell you, because I'm probably not going to be chewing on them throughout the whole video, so don't worry. But I'm trying to find a peanut one. If I find a peanut one, I'll be satisfied. And then I can move on. That wasn't peanut, that was mint. Okay, we're going to start with January. I'm going to put the advice card down and we're going to read it at the end. Oh my god, are you excited? Are you excited to see what 2022 is all about? Are you? Are you? I am. I'm excited. I feel like I should make like one more announcement. If you guys have, whether you're new to my channel or a returning subscriber, my channel is kind of gonna like, you know, it's gonna change. It's gonna change. I'm gonna start doing different kinds of videos. I'm probably not gonna be doing the zodiac videos the same way that I did it this past year, and in 2020, just because at this particular point in time in my life, it is kind of taking up a lot of my energy, and I really, really, really need to be focusing on other things that are really important. And once those other things kind of like develop and find a more consistent kind of like schedule in my life, then I'll be able to kind of like share those things, because, you know, I do have different projects that are going on right now. But yeah, like I'm still going to do tarot on my channel. I'm still going to do astrology. I'm just not going to do I'm not going to do the zodiac readings like the same way that I've been doing it this year, like monthly and bi-monthly. It's just not going to be the same. Something is going to be a little different, okay? So if you didn't read the description down below yet, that's just me kind of explaining that things are changing, basically. Like, you know, I'm evolving, I'm changing, you know. So I figured I'd kind of like get that little announcement out of the way. But yeah. Definitely don't regret starting this channel. I think it's probably one of the better moves. One of the better moves that I have done. And especially because I started in 2020, like when we were literally all in lockdown and in quarantine. It was like, I would have went crazy. I would have went crazy just like in my house, like I don't know, you know, like the job that I had before I got laid off, I was a restaurant supervisor on a cruise boat, on a private yacht. People would, you know, buy it out, I guess you could say, for weddings and parties and corporate events, and I fucking ran that shit, okay? I ran that shit. So, and that took a lot of my time and energy, and I couldn't focus on what I was really passionate about, which is being creative, which is being an artist, which is on all this occult shit, okay? Being a writer, like, look at my fucking apartment, it's pink and purple, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm more of a free spirit. And, like, don't get me wrong, like, it was a great job. I learned a lot. And, you know, it was fun. It was fun. It was kind of fun, kind of, like, dressing up, business cash, you know. It was cool. Met a lot of people, going out on Lake Michigan on the yacht. You know, people partying, having a good time. But I did not get paid good. I got paid shit, like, for what I was doing. Like, I should have been getting paid a lot more than that. Like, oh my god. Because I wasn't just a restaurant supervisor. I was, like, pretty much an event coordinator, too. And, you know, like, but anyway. Okay, Capricorn, let's get into your reading. I kind of want to go refill my I'm going to go refill my wine. I'll be right back. Okay, now we're ready. Now we're ready. Here's to 2022 and whatever may be, maybe. I feel like I'm getting the New Year's Eve party started a little early over here. Okay, so January. We are in January 2022. For the first card, we have hunger. Hunger. Wolf Moon, I'm feeling that hunger. I have Capricorn in my first house because I'm a Saggy rising, but I use the Placidus chart. So, if you use equal house or whole sign, then Capricorn would be in my second house, but I use Placidus. So Capricorn's in my first house, and it's intercepted. But I feel that Capricorn energy. I do. I feel that Capricorn energy. Okay, so hunger. Into the unknown. Ooh, I like this already. We have the Nine of Wands, Moon in Sagittarius. Oh, this is going to be good. The Five of Coins, Mercury in Taurus. Okay. And the Ten of Wands. Oh, goodness. Saturn in Sagittarius. Okay. Capricorn, what is happening? What is going on in January? What is this? Why? Okay, basically, like, if I were to just, like, kind of, like, sum this up in a single sentence, it's like, you're hungry. You want more. Whatever you got going on right now just is not enough. It's like you're working your ass off. You are working your freaking ass off. You give so much of your time, so much of your energy to a company, to a person, to a business, to whatever, and you're not seeing the results, or you're not feeling like fulfilled. You're not seeing you're not getting what you need from it, like spiritually, emotionally, deep down inside. You're hungry, Capricorn. Like, you could be working your ass off. You could be pushing through. You could be working overtime, but you're still hungry. And it's not even like the money that you're hungry for. It's like there's something else. Okay? You have this like insatiable hunger right now. And there's this energy of just like, you're in this place right now where it's like you really don't know what's going to happen, okay? Like, you really, for 2022, like, with everything that has happened in 2020 and 2021, I think you're just kind of ready. I think you're just kind of like, oh, well, the universe has kind of been shitting all over everything anyway. Like, who the fuck knows, like, what's going to happen? It's like, I kind of get this energy, like, you're kind of just going, you're going with the flow, and you're like, as you go, you're just feeding your thirst, okay? And I feel like that thirst does have a lot to do with just like, making more money can definitely be part of it, but I feel like it's something else. Maybe you want to be known, maybe you want to develop a certain level of status, maybe you want to be famous, like maybe, I don't know, there's something, Capricorn, that you want. There's something that you want, like really, really, there's something you're really thirsty for and you're really hungry for. But it's like not really telling me what it is. I think that you want to feel valued. I think you want to feel valued. I think that you want the world to like see your accomplishments. You want people to recognize. You want to feel recognized. You want to feel like the world sees you, that people see you, that you're truly, that your hard work and your dedication and your ambition is just like, is like making everybody around you come alive, and they're, I think you want to be praised. I think that you, like, are hungry for recognition. And you're hungry for, like, people to really, really, like, take you seriously, at least when it comes to your career. You know, to take you seriously and to, like, really see your gifts and see your talents and what you're capable of. Okay? That's what I'm feeling here. So for your advice for January, you have explore. Trust your imagination to help you journey through your inner landscape to find what you seek. Trust your imagination. Explore. So January is going to be a really good time for you to just kind of like go within, okay? I feel like, Capricorn, I feel like that has been happening a lot with you this year. A lot of the tarot readings that I've been doing for you guys, it just seems like a lot of it is just about you. Especially if you're a Capricorn rising, because Pluto is still in Capricorn. And with Pluto still in Capricorn, I mean, Pluto literally breaks down it breaks everything down, and you have to, like, rebirth yourself. So it's like you've been on this journey of, like, rebirthing and transforming yourself, and it's like, when is it gonna fucking end? But it looks like there's still, like, some inner work that needs to be done, but not necessarily just, like, work, but just really just exploring the inner landscape of who you are, and, you know, and how you feel about things. And it's like, you know, being honest with yourself. Like, is recognition what you want? Is, like, will that quench your thirst? Is that what you're hungry for? Because the moment you start being honest with yourself about how you really feel about what it is you're trying to get out of your career, that's when you can actually really start to manifest that and start to make it happen, because you're gonna demand it. You're gonna demand the respect. You're gonna be like, I deserve more respect than this, and I'm out of here. Or, you know what I mean? Like, you'll figure it out. Okay, so let's move on to February. Okay, we got the advice card down. I still haven't found my peanut butter M&M. Let's take another one and see if it's the magical mystery. PBJ. Well, J is jelly. Okay. Like, that would probably be weird if there was jelly in here. No. It's mint. It's mint. Okay. Alright, Capricorn. February, we have fear. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Coming apart. Woo! Capricorn, 2 of Cups. Some of y'all are meeting someone. Okay? You're going to go through some vulnerabilities in February. You're going to feel very vulnerable, and then you're going to meet someone who's going to, like, you know, they're just going to, like, fit right into those vulnerabilities, like, you know, like molasses. Like, it's just going to feel good. It's just going to be like, okay, like, you know, because when we're vulnerable, and when we're feeling a little down or sensitive, or we're kind of like coming apart on the inside, when there's someone there who kind of like comforts that emotional, you know, that emotional nature, that side of us that's kind of going through that, it feels fucking good. We have the 6 of Swords, Mercury in Aquarius, some kind of transition happening here. Some major transitions. And then we have the Page of Wands, fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sag. 2 of Cups is Venus in Cancer. Okay, so February, okay, with the fear card coming up, February, I think that you're afraid to really open yourself up, Cappy. I think you're afraid to really open yourself up and kind of like, and put yourself out there in a way where you kind of have to start fighting for yourself, because I think that you are so much the, you know, how do I explain it? You are so much the person who, like, how do I say it? Like, it's like you don't want to cause problems. You don't want to, you know, you have so much respect. You have so much respect for your job, for you know, you have respect for the whatever it is you do, you know. Capricorns, I know that you don't all have the same job. So whatever it is you do, whatever industry you're in, you have so much respect for the industry. So I feel like you don't really like to create problems because you have respect for your own professionalism. You respect professionalism, and you have so much respect for, like, what you're able to give and accomplish, and how you professionally you're able to be at work. And you have a lot of respect for that. So when it comes to maybe, like, fighting for something because you feel like you're not really getting what you deserve, I think it makes you uncomfortable. I think that it makes you, like, kind of afraid. You know, there's, like, this fear because, I don't know, like, you don't want to, you're afraid you might get fired, or you're afraid that, like, your boss or people aren't gonna, like, see you as this professional person anymore. Like, I think that you really care a lot about what people think, especially in your work environment. I think you care a lot about what people think. And I think that you're afraid that if you speak up, or if you really start fighting for yourself and for what you want and for what's going to fulfill you and make you feel happy, it's like, you know, you feel like you're part of this whole, like, you know, machine, this dynamic, you know, with other people. Like, you don't ever really set yourself, like, above anybody else. So I think that there's a part of you that's kind of afraid that if you start speaking up for yourself and kind of, like, and really, you know, expressing what it is that you truly want and how you truly feel, it's going to make you appear, like, selfish, or it's going to make you appear self-centered, or like you only care about yourself. I think that that's what you're afraid of. Okay, so February is going to be marked with some, you know, a lot of really deep reflection, inner reflection, and it's like, you know, but I think that perhaps your work environment might come to a point where it's like you just won't even be able to really take it anymore. Like, you know, and you're just going to, you know, I do kind of feel like I don't necessarily see you speaking up quite yet. Maybe you'll confide in, like, one person or someone that you feel comfortable around. But, you know, I definitely feel like there is this sense of just feeling, like, unappreciated or undervalued in the work environment, okay? And, yeah, and I do kind of feel like you'll probably end up confiding in someone. Now, if this could be someone, you know, in your work environment, or this could be, like, a partner or a lover or a friend, you know, but someone that you feel emotionally safe, you know, someone that you kind of have an emotional kind of connection with. It could be a sister, you know. So there's definitely some transition energy going on here, you know, where you're really starting to reflect more and more about you know, like, as you go from work to home type of thing, like, you know, you're kind of in a state of, like, reflection or meditation. I kind of feel that, okay? But this time that you're kind of spending just letting yourself feel what you feel and think what you think, it's going to start to open you up. It's going to start to make you feel inspired And it's going to open you up to start feeling inspired and to start feeling maybe passionate for like some idea or some vision that you have, some creative idea. For your advice card, you have obstacles. Do not dwell on how you are going to surmount obstacles presently in your way. So don't dwell on it, okay? So you are going to have, you are going to have obstacles. You are going to have things that you're going to have to overcome. But it's like, don't think too much about those obstacles. Just kind of deal with them as they come, and just let yourself feel whatever it is you're feeling, because you're going to learn so much about yourself, and you're going to learn so much about the trueness of who you are. And the more you become comfortable with your own feelings, and the more you become comfortable with like feeling confident in those feelings, and really feeling strong in your judgment, and really feeling strong in your like convictions, I guess, and just how you feel about certain things, then those feelings are not going to feel like a burden anymore. Those feelings are going to be like your rock, your backbone, your ability to maybe tell certain people to fuck off, and, and then keep others close to you. So yeah. Peanut butter, peanut butter. Okay, let's move on to March. That was peanut butter. Only thing about sitting on the floor is like I always have to reposition because then I get cramps in like random parts of my body. Okay, so for March we have Queen of the Moon, Sovereignty, a very powerful card. The goddess, the Queen of the Moon. You are this is like the High Priestess in tarot. You're mastering your emotions. You're mastering your intuition. This is it. See, this is part of the growing process. This is part of evolving. March is awesome because you are really going to be tuned in. You're going to be tuned in. You're going to be tapped in to your intuition like a motherfucker, okay? And we're going to be in Pisces season, so Jupiter is going to be in Pisces, Neptune's going to be in Pisces. We're going to have a whole bunch of shit going on in Pisces. It's going to be a Pisces celebration. It's going to be a fucking fiesta, okay? So your intuition is just going to be like, bam, 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 bam. And you're probably going to be in your feels a little bit, okay? But it's okay, because you're going to have worked through that. You're going to have, like, kind of went through all of that, like, in January and February. And you're going to be like, okay, I got this. I'm kind of feeling this out. Okay, we also have Sad Embrace. So, when I say you're going to be in your feels, something could definitely come up that can make you really sad. Oh, man, Capricorn. Let's see here. We also have the Nine of Pentacles, Venus in Virgo, the Ten of Pentacles, Mercury in Virgo, and the Seven of Swords, Moon in Aquarius. Well, so March, there's some heaviness going on here, okay? There's definitely some feelings. There's definitely some, with the Sad Embrace over here, something could have came to an end. This could have to do with the person, that perhaps you confided in, or, if you did have some kind of lover situation. It doesn't necessarily have to be an ending, but it does feel pretty heavy. It does feel like something hurts you in March. Like something, like you are deeply, deeply saddened by something here, okay? I kind of feel like this sadness has a lot to do with loneliness and just kind of feeling alone. Especially with the Nine of Pentacles here, because it's like you can take care of yourself. You're independent. You can do the things that you need to do, but I just kind of get this feeling like, and it's like you're even working towards like your legacy. You know, I also kind of feel like there is this energy of, hang on, let me think about this for a second, because there's something really interesting going on here. So you might have wanted to create some kind of legacy, or you might have wanted to create some kind of like, you may have wanted to invest in something for your future, but something doesn't go right, or something doesn't go the way you want it to go, or someone ghosts you, or someone doesn't fall through or doesn't follow through with their plans, or there's some energy around you that starts to act kind of sneaky, and like your intuition is kicking in, and you feel like this person is really not who you thought they were, and it makes you really sad, and I think it makes you feel kind of lonely, like, I don't know. It's this really, really like, it's this energy of disappointment, and it's this heavy kind of burdensome kind of energy of just like, it's like your intuition is kicking in, and you just know that a certain someone or that certain people are just not going to get you to where you want to go. That's what it is. That is what it is. Your intuition is kicking in, and you're realizing that the people that are in your environment, or that perhaps like, it could be multiple people, it could just be one person that you really maybe felt close to. But I think that it's like you're realizing more and more through your intuition that you're not going to get anywhere with these people, or that like you're not going to get anywhere if you just continue to stick to the environment that you're in. Like, you could be wanting to grow, like you want to become more successful than you are right now, but I think that you feel kind of held back by the environment that you're in. And it's making you feel sad, and it's like you're realizing that I think you're kind of realizing that these people are not the path to your future. And that's a really important realization, because the moment you kind of start to like wake up to that and realize that, that's the moment that, you know, like the moment you just become enlightened and wake up, that's when the decisions that you make will change the rest of your life. So for advice, we have analyze. Your time is well spent analyzing, but only up to where you become too attached to any particular outcome. Your time is well spent, but only up to... This is just worded really weird, so I'm just going to read it until I like fully absorb this. Your time is well spent analyzing. Okay. It's just the word analyze to me. When I think of analyze, like my mind, I mean, it's literally like anxiety. When I think analyze, I think anxiety. So immediately I correlate the two words, and then anything that I read after that, I'm just like, oh my God, like, what is this? Your time is well spent analyzing, but only up to where, I don't think this is good grammar. Creativity oracle, this grammar is fucked up. But only up to where you become too attached to any particular outcome. That literally doesn't make any fucking sense, but I'm just going to I think that what it's saying is like analyzing is only going to take you so far, basically. Like, I think that's pretty much what it's saying. It's only going to take you so far. Like, being in your head about things, like trying to justify things, trying to move things around in your head so that you can fit your situation, that's only going to take you so far. Why are you trying to fit yourself into your situation? Why don't you remove yourself from the situation? Because you and yourself is so much more than your situation. That is what I'm getting. And I'm sticking to it. Okay, April. Let's move on to April. We have nourishment, deep freeze, the Chariot, Cancer energy, Queen of Cups, more Cancer energy, love it. Page of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Okay. So, with nourishment being the main bottom card over here for April, it's really just about taking care of your soul, okay? Nourishing your soul, just kind of like feeding that side of you. Like, if you're not getting that value from the people around you, if you're not getting that appreciation, and if you're not, if you're thirsty and people aren't giving you the water that you need, you have to give it to yourself, right? You have to like nourish yourself. You have to like tell yourself every day that you are valuable, that you appreciate you, you know, that you are this like amazing person that does these amazing things and all this type of stuff. So it's going to be all about like you telling yourself that, and you really just kind of feeding your soul, okay? Like really feeding your soul and making sure that you don't go hungry. Making sure you don't go hungry. Making sure you don't go thirsty, like literally and metaphorically and spiritually. This deep freeze over here, it does kind of tell me that, which is interesting because you have the deep freeze and then you have these 2 Cancer cards. I thought I turned that off. But hang on. Like, my computer is always beeping whenever I have an email, and then, like, my screensaver will come on. And I finally went into my settings before I started filming to turn all that shit off. But I guess I didn't do it right. I don't know what I did. For some reason, whenever I film, I always get hiccups. It's the strangest thing. And it's not just because I'm drinking wine. Like, I didn't drink wine when I filmed the other videos. And, like, I think when I talk a lot and I get really excited, I get hiccups. It's really weird. Or, like, I don't know, like, my chest starts to do these weird contractions. It's really bizarre. I don't know what that's all about. My body's fucked up. But, yeah, so you have deep freeze, and then you have the Chariot and the Queen of Cups, which is Cancer, water, like water energy. So April is basically like you, it's kind of like you're taking care of yourself, but you're also not really sharing your feelings with people. You're taking care of yourself. You're feeding yourself. But at the same time, you're kind of hiding. Okay, your emotional side, your deeper emotions and feelings are like hibernating still. They're still kind of hibernating. Okay, they're still kind of hiding, and you know, you're not really like trying to show that side of you. But then you have Chariot and Queen of Cups. So I kind of feel like either someone is going to come in and kind of like push it out of you or force it out of you. You could have a Cancer in your environment, or you could know a Cancer that you're close to. someone could come around who just kind of like motivates you to talk about your feelings, or suddenly, I don't know, like suddenly something just like opens you up and you start to channel, I think you start to channel your emotions and your feelings about things and your deeper intuition. I think you start to channel it into like visions for the future, and you start to channel it into like, into like creating goals, setting goals, and going after those goals, and just kind of like and accomplishing them, and like hitting quotas, or just doing certain things. And by doing that, you begin to open yourself up again. You begin to kind of like open your heart again. You begin to really, feel your feelings and open yourself up. And then with the Page of Swords, it's like a lot of listening. I feel like you're really using your intuition here, and you're just kind of like, you could be learning a new skill, but I kind of feel this as, you could also be absorbing new information. Like maybe April, you're starting to do some research in regards to a particular path that you're thinking about taking, like if you have some kind of idea for your future, you could be heading very, very fast, like towards the things that kind of feed your hunger and feed your thirst, okay? And those things can have a lot to do with information and just kind of like reading up on a subject or learning more about something in particular in order to decide if that's a path that you want to go down and get involved in. So for advice, we have habits. Examine habits that may impede the pathways to your goals and encourage beneficial ones. Okay, so your advice for April is just to kind of like be aware of certain habits, and I feel like part of those habits has a lot to do with that deep freeze. I think that kind of shutting down emotionally and not really, I think that what I think, Capricorn? I think that you shut down emotionally because like it helps you deal with the situation that you're currently in. Like you could be in a career or in a profession or in a work situation that's not emotionally fulfilling to you, and so you kind of like, but you still do it, and you're still professional, and you still do what you got to do, but you kind of shut down all the like, you shut down like what your heart wants, you shut down your emotions and your feelings, and because it's like, well, I just have to accept the reality of this situation. But by accepting the reality, that doesn't mean that you have to that doesn't mean you have to not acknowledge and shut down how you really feel about it and what it is you really truly want for yourself, and like what it is that your heart wants. And I feel like part of your habit, I feel like the habit that you're needing to break over here is like wanting to kind of is kind of like the habit of ignoring your true feelings or ignoring what your heart really wants, or like shutting down when it comes to really acknowledging how you feel, how like where your heart really is, and things like that. So let's move on to May. For May, we have fruition. Okay, so things are definitely getting ripe. Creative energy, lots of creative energy over here for sure. Peaks of joy. Oof, that looks good. I'm so glad there's some happiness going on here. 6 of Cups, Sun in Scorpio. Ace of Coins. Ooh, new beginnings and money. I love that. May has been turning up real good for a lot of zodiac signs. Like, I don't know what's going on. And then we have the Lovers, Gemini. Yeah, May has been turning up really well for a lot of zodiac signs. So for May, fruition, peaks of joy, Six of Cups, Ace of Coins, and the Lovers. This is really, really good energy, Capricorn, like really good energy. I mean, it's literally just like a culmination. It's like all the different, it's like you're finally feeling like you're finally feeling like the fruits of your labor are kind of like coming up, you know, and coming out to the surface. And like, you know, you're actually able to enjoy, I feel like you're actually able to enjoy the fruits of your labor and how hard you work over here. And you're just feeling happy all around. You could be reconnecting with somebody from your past or reconnecting with like an old flame, you know, like someone that you had a prior kind of relationship with. It could definitely be like someone that you have some kind of romantic feelings for. However, that does not have to be the case. This could be someone coming in from your past, maybe offering you a job or offering you a new opportunity or offering you an opportunity to like invest in something. Or for May, it's just like, you know, new money, like a new beginning in money, you know, like things could definitely start picking up at work. There could be more opportunities to make money in May. But you also have the Lovers over here. So that's why I'm saying like this could definitely be connected. Like this person who comes from your past could be a potential lover or relationship type of person, but these don't necessarily have to be the same people over here. Okay, this lover energy, I'm also kind of feeling, you know, you might go into a partnership with someone. You could go into some kind of business partnership or financial partnership with someone. Okay, like for some of you, like somebody maybe comes up from your past or someone that you knew and they come up with like a proposition or a proposal and perhaps you guys start to kind of work out some kind of partnership here. Either way, whatever's going on, it's making you really, really happy, okay? It's making you really, really happy. There's new opportunities for growth. There's new opportunities for money. There's new opportunities to just like invest your value, invest yourself, and invest like, you know, and it's making you feel really, really good. It's making you feel really good. For most of you, I do feel like there is somebody else in your environment who's kind of sharing this experience with you. But then for others of you, this is more of like a self-empowerment kind of thing. For advice, we have counsel. Seek out the counsel of those whose lives and creative work you most admire. Okay, so your advice for May is to pretty much just like, don't be afraid to like ask for help, you know, don't be afraid to ask people for advice, you know, the people who you do respect, the people who you actually truly respect, especially if it's someone who's like, let's say like in the area, like working in the field that you want to be in, or in like a, you know, like, you know, you just have to think about who you respect, you know, and why you respect them. Like, do you want to be like them one day? Do you want to make the same amount of money as them one day? Do you want to have the same career as them one day? Or maybe it's like a relative, maybe just someone who's just really kind-hearted and works hard, you know, but don't be afraid to seek out advice or to talk to people about your ideas and to, you know, just kind of open up more to communicating your dreams and your wishes. Okay, let's move on to June. For June, we have peace. We have heal the ouch. We have tower energy. Oh boy. Mars. Two of Cups again. Venus in Cancer. Ugh. And then the Three of Swords, Saturn in Libra. Oh boy. Capricorn, I'm going to tell you, your life is just like a roller coaster ride. Like I feel like when Pluto exits Capricorn and finally goes into Aquarius, like you're just going to be so relieved. You're just going to be so relieved. Because this whole transformation, this whole like personal stuff that you've been going through lately. It's just like enough already. June, we have peace, coming to peace with certain things. June is going to be about coming to terms with certain things, okay? And coming to terms with certain things, I think it's in regards to some lover situation. Some lover situation that perhaps is just creating too much, like, I don't know, like, it's creating too much instability. Okay, there's some kind of situation in your life that's just creating instability. Instability. Is that a word? Yeah, instability. It just sounds funny when I say it. It's creating a lot of instability. It's causing you to like constantly break down your old ways of doing things. And I think you're just tired. And I think it's like maybe you're just needing to come to peace with the fact that, like, maybe this is just not the right time for this. You know, maybe this connection is just not the right, it's just not the right time, you know, especially if you're going through a lot emotionally, and especially if you're still growing and you're still going through a lot on a personal level. It's going to be really important to come to terms and to come to peace with the, you know, your own, just like with your own process of transformation without feeling like, you know, and constantly rediscovering who you are as a person and, you know, who you are as an individual and who you want to be and, like, what it is you really want. That, like, bringing in a whole other person's energy into this, especially emotional energy, it's kind of like, I think it's just, like, a lot. And I think it kind of becomes a little, like, heartbreaking for you. The advice over here is success. Enjoying your life and the unfolding of your creative abilities as much as possible is real success. Yeah. I think it's important in June for you to acknowledge that, like, even when you're feeling pain and even when you're feeling heartbroken, or you're just kind of feeling like things are just too hard when it comes to, like, you know, when you're, like, that's why they call it growing pains, because when we're evolving as individuals and we're growing and we're transforming and we're understanding more about who we are and what we want and, like, what we want to accomplish and wanting to follow our heart and how we really feel about things. It's like, oh my God. But it's like, those are growing pains. Those are growing pains. But there's so much success in that because you discover this whole world within you. You discover this whole, like, landscape of creativity and inspiration and emotions and dreams and visions and just, like, all these things that are just, like, so beautiful and magical that can really just, like, transform your life, like, if you let it and if you accept it. And that is true success. You know, it's not, that is success because it's such a vital part of the journey. It's such a vital part of, like, the soul journey, the spiritual journey of, like, really, truly coming to terms with just, like, you know, and just being strong in your sense of self and your own abilities Okay, moving on to July. We have gratitude, goblins, the Knight of Cups, Pisces energy, the King of Cups, Scorpio energy, and the King of Swords, Aquarius energy. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Capricorn. Oh, my goodness. Well, July, I don't know, you might have a lot of suitors, okay? July could definitely be marked with some energy of, like, people having their eye on you, you know, like, especially if in June you kind of like, you're newly single, or if you reach this level of confidence in yourself, you could really be exuding and manifesting this kind of energy, and people are like taking notice. They're like, what's up with Capricorn? Like, something's different. So gratitude, I feel like you're just feeling grateful. I think for July, you're just kind of feeling grateful to like be you, to just be alive, to, you know, to acknowledge your talents and your skills and just everything. Now, there are still energies here that are needing to, I feel like there are some energies that are lurking in your environment, and it's like, oh my God, like, I'm already just kind of like, ugh, like, fucking leave Capricorn alone. Just, like, leave them alone. Like, it's like, I'm so pissed. I feel like there's some energies that are, like, lurking, okay? And this could be connected to the suitors. This could be connected, the lurking energies are people who are kind of, like, paying attention to you and watching you, and, like, because they're interested, right? They're interested. They're curious. But, like, it's like, oh my God, like, just talk to her, talk to him, like, just, you know, stop lurking, stop being so, like, mysterious and, like, creepy. I don't know, there's something weird in July. There's some kind of, like, creepy kind of energy, like, in your surroundings, and, like, and it's like, I feel like it's invading your, like, this beautiful space, this beautiful energy that you're creating for yourself, where you just appreciate yourself. It's like you're not really necessarily looking for some kind of external validation. And there's just this energy of just, like, I don't know, like, slimy, some kind of slimy shenanigans here. Knight of Cups, I don't know, a sweet talker or a smooth talker, or someone who, like, thinks they're all romantic or whatever, could definitely be coming your way, so be aware of that. And then we have King of Cups, Scorpio energy, more of that, like, kind of deeper, that deep, meaningful kind of energy, kind of like wanting to maybe, like, you know, learn about your secrets, and, you know, like, really wanting to get to, like, into your soul, you know, like, wanting to, like, learn about you. And then we have the King of Swords here. Someone who literally needs to be, like, in power and in control of everything at all times. It's just like, oh my God, like, I don't know, there's some it's like some ego shit. There's a whole bunch of ego shit going on here. I don't know over here. Okay, your advice for July is wounds, withheld support. I think that these people need to learn how to write. Withheld support from the past. Withheld. Maybe I'm just an idiot. I don't know. I graduated with a degree in English. Withheld support from the past can cause low self-esteem that cripples action. These energies that are in your surroundings are bringing certain things up for you. Like, I'm not even gonna lie and be like, Capricorn, like, I know that times right now for you are just a little rough. And it's because of the fucking Pluto, okay? It's because Pluto is in Capricorn. That is why. That is why. So you're going through a lot of, like, personal shit. Just, like, inner dimensional transformations. And, you know, I get it. I totally get it. I don't know. These people, in your surroundings, they're bringing stuff up. They're, like, bringing stuff up. It's going to be so important, that gratitude energy. Just be grateful. You know, be grateful for the lesson. Be grateful that these people are allowing you to see deeper sides of yourself. Don't let them, you know, don't let them control who you are. Like, they can trigger these feelings. Doesn't mean you got to show it to them if you don't want to. You can, you might feel better. It might feel good to start utilizing the people in your environment, to start thinking of them as like, this is that appreciation. This is that value that you've been needing all along. These are the people who are really going to help you get in touch with they just help. They trigger. They help you get in touch with who you are. They're not doing all the heavy lifting and all the dirty work. But they're so like, be that, continue to be that professional, positive person, and be grateful. That, kind of like use them, you know what I mean? Like, be grateful and, kind of use their energy to come to a better understanding of yourself and who you are. You got a bunch of people interested in you. Great. You got all these different energies who are like, what's up with Capricorn? They want to talk to you. They want to learn about you. They want to hear about your feelings and your stories. And great. Use that shit. Use it. Okay? Use it. Okay, let's go to August. We have focus, cleaning house, Empress, Venus, love it. Seven of Coins, Saturn in Taurus, and Ace of Swords, clarity, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. August, immense focus. You could decide that you want to start redecorating your house, or you want to move, or it's just time to clean out the clutter, okay? Cleaning house is also about getting rid of people in your environment that are just not good for you anymore. But you're in your fucking Empress energy. Like, I kind of get this feeling like, August, astrologically speaking, is going to be fucking crazy. Everybody is getting some wild shit, like, for August. So this could be a really good time to just kind of spend time with it, like, at home, taking care of your home, maybe, like, making your home just feel good, making your home feel like a reflection of who you are, and just, like, and if you don't like your home, to like change it somehow, or to move or something like that, but there's a lot of focus here on like just that Empress energy. There's a lot of focus here on just like you loving yourself, and, and also taking the time to like just see like where you're at financially. Okay. This is coming up for a lot of people in August, is like people really needing to take a look at where they're at financially and like things like that. So I don't know, like August, I guess it depends on whether you're like an investor or not, or just like, we're coming up close. This could definitely, August is kind of like the early bird version of what happens later on in the year, where people are really starting to pay more attention to their finances and stuff like that. Yeah, but maybe like repositioning, seeing like, there's still a lot of patience that needs to be had here, just kind of seeing where you're at with everything, especially if you have certain goals in mind. If you have certain ideas, goals, visions for the future, kind of just like reconsidering, looking at your financial situation just to see where you're kind of at. And then for the Ace of Swords, some kind of clarity comes into your mind. And this could definitely be in regards to your financial situation. You could have an idea. You could have like an epiphany, you know, like a moment where you're like, oh my God, like, huh. You know, and you kind of have this vision or this idea or just like a moment of clarity. And you really start to see something when you start to look at like your financial situation. Okay. Yes, I love that. Flash, a creative flash of inspiration will come to you and quickly give you the perfect solution. Yeah, you're going to have like, and this has something to do with your financial situation. You could be moving to a new apartment. But you're looking at your financial situation or something, and then you have an idea. You have like some kind of creative idea or something like that like, you know, that brings you that clarity and that, you know, you realize that it's a good solution to the problem or whatever, you know, the situation that you're in. And it could also have to do with like getting rid of stuff. You know, maybe you decide to sell a bunch of your furniture or something. September, we have, where are we at? 105. Okay. September, we have beginnings, magical map shifter. For a lot of you, y'all are moving. You guys aren't just moving like across the city. Like you're moving out of the country, out of the state. I don't know. But for September, some of you are moving. Okay. I don't even want to say some. I feel like a lot of you are moving in September. Y'all are moving in September. I'm almost positive my dad, who's a Capricorn, is moving in September. He's, you know, if everything goes the way it's supposed to go according to his plan and his wife's plan. But they're moving back to their homeland. Their homeland. They're going back home. They're going to Serbia. So I don't know. Capricorn, where are you going? Where are you going? Yeah, magical map shifter. We're going somewhere. Beginnings, new beginnings. We're going somewhere. New apartment, new house, new town, new state, new country. Queen of Cups. Ooh, yes. It's all about following your heart. We're following our heart. I love it when I see people following their heart. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, Jupiter in Pisces, wish fulfillment, wish fulfillment, wish fulfillment, getting what you want. It's all happening. And the Hanged Man, okay. Well, that's okay, that's normal. I mean, you know, big moves come with some, you know, some big moments where we need to just chill and reflect a little bit on these moves and be like, fuck, you know. The Hangman is Neptune energy, so, like, you know, just being in that, when we change something in our life, when a big change happens, this is a big change, you know, it's kind of like, okay, it's time to just, with the Hangman over here, like, at the end of it all, you're just hanging by a thread, and you don't even, like, you're just reflecting, like, you're just kind of, this is funny, too, because Queen of Cups, that's Cancer energy, and my dad's wife is a Cancer, so I just find the connections kind of funny. So just take it as it resonates. But I just know for a fact that they're planning on moving to Serbia in September. And, you know, it's going to be huge for them because they have been in this country for a really long time. And my dad's a Capricorn and his wife is a Cancer and Queen of Cups is Cancer energy. So I just think that's kind of cool. Wish fulfillment. So the Hangman, it's probably just like a lot going on, you know, like there's just a lot, like this new beginning, it just like, you know, I feel like the Hanged Man, especially because it's major arcana, it's actually really, really good energy, especially in situations like this where it's going to be really important to just kind of like find your spiritual center and just like allow yourself to just kind of be like, allow yourself to just like lay down and just, you know, allow yourself to feel like stuck if you feel stuck. Allow yourself to feel weird, or allow yourself to just kind of like go through whatever, you know, spiritual soul kind of stuff you're going through. Because you're gonna, like, when you move, anytime you move and you start a new beginning somewhere, you're gonna have to start looking at things from a new perspective, right? Like, you have to kind of start to, you have to start shifting your perception, especially if it's like a completely new country, you know, you gotta learn the language or whatever. So the Hangman kind of pushes us to do that as well. It's like we have to start looking, see, hiccups, we have to start looking at things like upside down. You have to start looking at things in different ways because it's completely new territory. Advice, we have recycle, learn from the past, and apply it to creating your vision of the future. Yeah. Awesome. October. 111. October, we have balance, making a choice, Nine of Swords, Mars in Gemini, Knight of Swords, Gemini, and Temperance, Sagittarius. Yeah, so October is just kind of like reestablishing a sense of balance, okay? So just like, you know, definitely some new beginnings, some big changes, some big transitions and changes happening in September. So just kind of like regaining your balance, right? Just kind of regaining your balance with everything. Making a choice, you could be needing to decide on like a new job, or like what is this new situation going to bring you now? You know, what is this? It's like, this is your future. The future is now. You know, you made this huge choice, this huge decision, and you know, now you and like, that doesn't mean that the choices don't just stop. You know, you made a big choice and you follow through with it, but that doesn't mean that making choices and making decisions just stops right there, unless you're like retired or something. So it's like, now you're in this kind of new situation, you're re-establishing your balance, and now you have to make a decision again. So this choice can definitely have a lot to do with work, like where you want to work. There is a lot of anxiety over here. There's some anxiety, probably because you're not able to make a choice, or you're having a really hard time making a decision in regards to something. There could definitely be like a person who is like really, really, really coming at you with some really like harsh communication. They could really be like trying to, like, especially if you moved with someone, if this move involved another person, this person can be really like in your ear a lot with what they think, what their opinion is, you know, maybe trying to help you make a decision or help you with your choice. And it's giving you a lot of anxiety and like insomnia and stuff like that. But with the Temperance card over here, it's kind of like, you're going to be able to like use that energy to kind of create your own path, or you're going to be able to use that energy to kind of figure out for yourself how you want to utilize your freedom of choice, you know, your free will, and what it is that you want to do. Advice, willpower. Use your willpower to bravely overcome thoughts of compromise and defeat. Ooh, compromise and defeat. Okay, so there could be a person in your environment in October who is trying to like maybe have things their way. And there could be maybe some back and forth about making a certain decision, and it's causing some anxiety. But it looks like you're going to really need to use your will. especially if you're feeling really, really strong in something. If there's something that you're feeling really strongly about, it's going to be important to like stand in your will, in your willpower, and to kind of like, you know, develop your own creative solution. Use your willpower to bravely overcome thoughts of compromise and defeat. Like, you could be in a situation where you are needing to make a compromise, especially if you know, if your life includes another person. Compromises definitely probably need to be made, or you have to like kind of sacrifice maybe like some of your own choices for another person's. And it's kind of like just saying that if that happens, but you felt really strongly about something, you know, you're really going to have to find that inner strength to overcome the fact that, like, you know, perhaps compromising to you feels like defeat. You know, perhaps like when you compromise with someone, it actually kind of feels like you lost because you didn't really get what you wanted. You had to kind of like, you know, you had to kind of like bend your own wants for the sake of theirs. So it's going to take willpower in order to just kind of like overcome feeling like you lost. So let's take a look at November. We're at 116. We have blossoming, spark, strength, Leo energy, 7 of Cups, Venus in Scorpio, and we are in Scorpio season. And the 6 of Cups, Sun in Scorpio. More Scorpio energy. Okay. So for November, it's just kind of like, you know, your creativity, like you're blossoming in your environment, okay? You're really starting to just like feel at home. You're starting to feel like this feels good. This feels right. It feels right. Okay. You're feeling inspired. You're feeling creative with that spark energy there. And you know, there's still just so much to live for. There's still so much to create. It's a very creative kind of energy, you know, very beautiful kind of energy. Lots of strength over here. You could even be having like a lot of fantasies and daydreams and just like fantasies about just like different ideas, and I don't know, this could be like maybe reconnecting with people, especially like, I mean, I guess it depends on where you move, but with the Sun in Scorpio over here, the 6 of Cups, like maybe, you know, you might have moved back home, or you might have moved somewhere where there's a lot of family and a lot of people from your past. So like maybe like reconnecting with a lot of people from your past, reconnecting with a lot of family or friends, because you might have decided to like move back home, you know, wherever home is. But just like a lot of just like inspiration and a lot of ideas. This is so interesting. Advice is wish granted. Believe in your abilities as a magic maker to manifest your wishes. They will soon be your reality. So I mean, with the 7 of Cups, that's a lot of different wishes and fantasies. So it's going to be really, really important to kind of like, oh my God. I feel like there's so many different things that you're wanting to manifest, and it's going to be really important that you really I mean, I guess you can try to make them all come true, but I'm kind of getting like whatever, I'm kind of getting like follow whatever makes you feel the most like at home, or I don't know, like something like that. Okay, let's just move on to December over here. For December, we have creation, one ring circus, 8 of Wands, Mercury in Sagittarius, 2 of Coins, Jupiter in Capricorn, Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. Oh my God, a lot of Sagittarius energy. That one ring circus is halted. Ooh, end of 2022 Capricorn. Like, creation, so much creativity. Like, I don't know, like you could decide to start your own business, like in this new town or in this new home, in this new place that you're in. Like something fun, you know, and you're moving really fast. Like you're getting together with people. Like you're creating something different and unique. Like you're really doing something different. You're doing something creative. You're doing something different. You're spreading the word. You're talking about it. Juggling different things. You know, there's a little bit of stress, but like you got the energy here to really go after. Like you got the energy to really make this like vision come true. Like, I just feel like Capricorn, like I just feel like you are just like, oh my God, like you're just off to the races. Like you are just in your own world of manifestation and creativity and just like doing, like talking to people maybe about your dreams, maybe talking to people about your dreams, figuring out how you want to invest your money, like just getting out there, getting active. Oh my God, like y'all literally went from like 0 to 100 in 2022. Advice, collaboration. Creative people can be inspired by sharing and stimulating creativity in others. Yes, collaboration. So your advice is to like work with other people because you're going to inspire other people. You are going to inspire other people with your visions and your creativity. And it's going to be so important to be able to share with others in that and to collaborate. Wow. Wow, Capricorn, this is your reading for 2022. I really hope you enjoyed it. Oh my goodness. Like that was a really good read. That was crazy. Like I couldn't help but think of my dad for some of this because I was like, wow, that shit's lining up. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. There's more videos coming your way. And I hope you guys have a good holiday. Happy New Year. And hopefully I'll see you guys in 2022. Bye.